Hey guys, my name is Gabby, and today I'm here to talk to you about self-worth. Now, self-worth is one of those things where it's like you can't put a number on or how high you value yourself or how important you feel like you are. It's just one of those things that you have to decide for yourself. And when it comes to like self-worth and things, it's kind of, you shouldn't let someone else do that for you. You shouldn't put that power in someone else's hands, because at the end of the day, I mean, that person can decide anything for you. It's important that you do that for yourself, because that's something that you can do for you and only you can do it. So I made a list here, and part of self-worth is self-love. So in order to, have that, you have to kind of have an appreciation for yourself. And there's many ways you can do that. I mean, actually do things that will benefit you, do things that will help you in the long run, like prepare yourself for the future. Example, college. I'm not saying, college can just completely boost your self-worth, because college is stressful and makes people upset. But just that you envision your future in the best way with the best possible outcome, that's a part of self-worth. Things may not always be how you'd like them to be, and you might be stressed out and things might not be working out too good, but that doesn't mean it can't get better. So know what you want out of life, have high expectations, and hopefully you'll have high support. And along with high expectations and support that comes hand in hand with relationships. You have to have healthy relationships that will boost you and skyrocket your confidence and make you happy. I have this one friend, I hope she doesn't mind me saying her name, Caitlin. She is hilarious. We've had some stuff going on, but I mean, she called me the other day like, hey, how are you? And I was a little grumpy because I was like, I don't want to really talk to anyone. So I got in the mood of, okay, well, we're going to be on the phone for a while, because she's a very talkative person and my name is Gabby, so I never shut up. So we got the going, and we started talking for a while. And this is when I came out and I said to her, hey, look, we've been having some, issues, and I think that we should sit down and work it out. We've been friends since we were like 10 years old, and I don't see any reason to just throw away the friendship. If it can be worked on and there can be progress and things can get better, then let's do that. So she said, okay, because she definitely doesn't want to not be friends. So we said, okay, we're going to sit down and see what we can do. If you find that you're having relationships that are weighing you down, but you don't want to let them go, you can try that. You can talk to the person and say, let's sit down and see what we can do to better our friendship, that in a way that can benefit us both, and that we could both still be happy and want to be around each other and be able to enjoy each other's company. So what you can do with that is, because relationships are very complicated and complex, is you can sit down with the person and write down, now this is what we're going to do. We're going to write down the pros and the cons of being friends and the pros and cons of not being friends. And then that's not going to ultimately decide whether we're friends or not. We're just going to write it all down. We're going to write down our pet peeves and things that, we need to talk about that maybe we haven't discussed yet. And definitely talk about the issues at hand, like things that have been going on in our friendship that have worked and things that have not worked, and the ways in which we have changed, because I think we've been friends for, it's like a long time. We've been friends since we were 10, and we're both about to be 22, so that's like 12 years. So things can change a lot in that span of time. So I think you should constantly, speak about the things that have changed and actually, address issues, because I feel like the more things piled on top of the other, the less we thought about, hey, this is a problem and we should fix it. We kind of just let our feelings build up and not really address them. So things like that should be addressed, and most definitely have friends that boost you. And that goes into, like I said, healthy relationships. Try to have a healthy relationship with your family. Not everyone does, not everyone can. And if you can, have that. My mom and I, we get along really great. And I know everyone doesn't get along with their mom. I'm not saying to go up to your mom if, you haven't spoken with her in 10 years and try to be her best friend. I'm just saying that there at least have one family member, if you can, or someone that you feel is closest to you as family, that you can have to talk to and that you can be there for. Because friendships and relationships and all those things, they are not a one-way kind of street. They work two ways. And everyone says, you know, they're 50-50. I feel like they should be 100-100. Like, you give 100 and I give 100, and that way we're both giving our best at all times. Because 50-50, that's like half of a whole. That person doesn't complete you. You should be complete all on your own and not expect them to fill the voids that you have. So, with that said, 100-100. That's how I see it. You know, come fully prepared into that relationship with your, you know, your tool bag, I like to call it. And that's with your enthusiasm, your open ears, open mind, open heart. Those types of things are great in relationships, and they should always work both ways. Along with all that, you should, and back to the self-worth thing, because this is the topic, have goals. Long-term and short-term goals. You should write them down. I know a person who, they wanted straight A's in college, I believe it was. So what they did was not only wrote it down so they could see it in their notebook every day, but they wrote it on the ceiling so that when they woke up, it was there. They wrote it in the bathroom so that when they went to pee, it was there. So they would see it in the kitchen, in the bathroom, and before they left the house, and every door they touched and every drawer they opened, so that they would remember that they wanted to keep the goal of having straight A's in college. And I think they got all A's and a B one year. And that's fine. That's not like, oh, boo, I didn't get all A's and I suck at life. No, they pretty much accomplished their goal. And what you do with that is say, okay, I got all A's and B's. Well, what can I do next time to make sure I get all A's? And just boost yourself from there. Like, just start doing little small things to help yourself. Right? You know, the goals in the span of like a year, 5 years, and 10 years. And then do the year goals, like the things you want to accomplish this year, in like the span of like months, and try to break that down into weeks if you can. Like, if that makes sense the way I'm saying it. I think you should have a daily routine. I typically do the same thing every day, almost. I mean, I get up early. Well, actually, I wake up, I turn my alarm off, go back to sleep, my mom walks in, then I get up, you know, brush my teeth, wash my face, change my clothes, run downstairs, may or may not eat, and then go to school. So have a daily routine so that you can kind of have your schedule like work out smoothly and not be like me and be like almost late every day. So I have it, ironically, I have it written out, but I don't think I look at it. I think you should look at it, visualize how your day should go. So even if you don't write out your daily routine, just have one. Have one that works for you. And it's always good to schedule things. Maybe have like my mom has one, like a little monthly planner thing, because they can be very helpful. When I saw this initially, I was like, oh, this is for me. She was like, no, well, I have things to plan too. So, I mean, if you don't have one, I wouldn't say like rush out and buy one, because those things can cost money. Not everyone has money all the time. So what you could do is you can make your own. I mean, you could always make your own and make it fancy, because, you know, you might not find something at the store that you like. So have a planner and say, this is what I'm going to do today. This is how today's going to work out, how tomorrow's going to work out. Just do it in the span of a week, because you want to be able to see how your week's going to pan out, because you don't want to just, oh, yeah, I'm free tomorrow, and then not remember that you had a job interview or something like that. So just, you know, try to make it doable. That's my phrase, make things doable. I think you should include fun. Always bring the fun. I mean, school isn't fun. It just isn't. So what you do is you're like, okay, I'm in class. This is super boring. You make it fun. You draw a picture that the teacher won't see. Make it, I don't know, make it enjoyable. If you can't make it super awesome-tastic like Six Flags, make it enjoyable. You don't want to go home like I had the worst day ever because it sucked. Like, why did it suck? Because it was so boring and I'm tired. Like, make some part of your day fun. When I come home from school, I try to like play some like video games or listen to music, and music is usually incorporated through 90% of my day because it's very important to me. So yeah, make your day fun. Make some part of the day fun, because even if just one part of it's fun, you're like, hot dog, I had a good day because I did that one thing that was kind of awesome. Everything else kind of sucked, but that one thing was kind of awesome and made it better. So yeah, just do your best. And in that, do the best you can with everything you do. If you have to clean the bathroom and that's all you have to do that day, make it awesome. Do your best. If, you know, you have a test coming up and you didn't study, do your best. No one can really say anything if you do your best. You might have did an awful job on your test, but you know what? You knew in your heart of hearts that you did your best. So, this pretty much concludes my self-worth speech thing. Just to recap, self-worth is having self-love, and you have to find a way to develop that. Not everyone has that, because there's things about, admit it, and most people have things about them that they're not proud of, that they don't like, and it may not be like a physical outward thing that everyone can see, but it might be something inward, like a part of their personality that they don't like. But I think the way you build upon your self-worth is to find at least one thing about you that you like. I like about myself my eyes. That's the only thing I can think of right now, because I see them so much in the little, yeah, my eyes are a little like slanty because I have a little bit of Asian in my family, and my mom used to make fun of me when I was little, but not in a mean way, just in a joking way. And like people like will walk up to me sometimes and be like, "Hey, are you Chinese?" And I'm, no, not. I don't want to just come out and be like uncomfortable about it, like, no, like, or take, you know, offense to it, because I'm proud of my eyes. I like the way they look. And yes, I am part Chinese, but I'm not like full Chinese, and I think it's a little bit stereotypical to like run up to someone and assume they're Chinese because of their eyes. But be proud of who you are. Be happy for the things you do have, and that way you'll be ready to accept the things that you will soon receive. So yeah, find one thing you like about yourself and try to build upon that. Be like, I like my eyes. What do you like about your eyes? I like the color of my eyes. I like my eyelashes. Like, be specific. And then maybe try to make a list of things about you that you maybe not, if you can't say you like or love, appreciate or tolerate. And then maybe you'll find something you do like. Like, maybe you like your voice. Maybe you have an interesting voice and everyone always compliments you on it, so you like it. So just find things about yourself that you like, and that will build upon your self-worth. Have your own self-value. Don't put that power in anyone else's hands. That should always go to you. And know what you want out of life. Have high expectations. And hopefully you'll have high support from your friends and your family, or whoever you feel is closest to you. And be there to support them as well. Have healthy relationships. Short-term and long-term goals. Have a daily routine, or try to have one that's doable. And include and bring the fun.